The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
Oh, baby, here we go again. We are live, Seminole Hard Rock, here in Hollywood, Florida, for the WPT Lucky Hearts Poker Open. I'm Mark Hoke. Thanks for being with us. The unfortunately not officially 100% nominated for a American Poker Award, but, you know, life goes on.
I'm disappointed, Mark Hoke.
I'm crushed, but it's okay. It's all good. Some great people getting nominated for all those awards. We're going to talk about that so much more. Oh my God, what a night we had down here last night. Kelly, you are not going to believe it. If you were following along on shrpo.com on the blog, you'd know some of the insanity that happened down here yesterday. Oh boy.
Unfortunately, I was at my daughter's Ukrainian dance practice last night, but tell me and all of those people who have not heard what happened.
Oh my God. Event 7, the $250,000 guarantee event going on, was playing down to a final table last night. Mm-hmm. And with 18 players remaining, here's the scenario. So they hit the two table break, and the tournament director was over another tournament like 3 or 4 tables away. The person gets eliminated. He starts coming over. One of the tables started dealing a hand. All right. Yep. So we all know that if there is a hand being dealt, that it's got to be played out.
Totally, yeah.
Which isn't a big deal. Everybody was 6-handed at that point. It was one hand.
Yep.
You'd say, okay, well, let's just play the stupid hand and move on. Well, we had a little objection to that. Just a little one. Just tiny, as George's Boyajian got a little upset.
Yep.
A little upset. Started berating our tournament director about this hand, and even said the dealer was lying about shuffling the hand. I mean, absolutely just way off the wall. The argument did not stop. He was given a warning. He did not stop. He was given another warning. He still did not stop. And then was told, you're going to get a 1-round penalty if you don't stop right now, not one more word. He kept going, got a 1-round penalty. Mm-hmm. Also, by the way, also in that little mix too was after he almost got things settled down, but then the clock had been stopped too for the break to move everybody, and he flipped out about that. But anyway, so the beratement still did not stop. This is going on for like 5 minutes.
Wow. I've done that, though, too. But carry on. And
Chris Spears, the tournament director, snapped it off a little bit. He's like, look, you want to get another penalty? And he keeps going. And Chris says, 2. And then it's like, 2. You want to get another one? 3.
Oh, jeez.
It was literally snap 2, snap 3. It was, honestly, I mean, that part was kind of hilarious. And they did just revert it back to a 1-round penalty. But it got a little heated there.
Yeah, emotions run high at that time, my friend. Like I say, I've done it too. You get frustrated over a situation or a call that you don't agree with or whatever, and it's aren't emotions wonderful?
Oh boy! Well, they didn't stop, Kelly.
Jeez.
Of course, Kelly Kellner on the line with us too. I guess I should have introduced you. And I apologize.
You should introduce me, although a little bit of the Kelstermania. I guess everybody in the world should know, but maybe the world doesn't know about the mania just yet.
They don't. So there you go. So then. At the end of the night last night, so here's your scenario. It's getting close to the hard stop at 3 o'clock. And first, the players were talking about keeping on going. They were down to 6, and everybody was pretty, for the most part, pretty short. I mean, we're talking 12 to 25 blinds between everybody. And one of the players, and what a shock, it was Boyajian, did not want to stop. And a lot of the other guys were getting a little upset about it because the WPT Deep Stacks $1,100 event is kicking off today, and they wanted to play it.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that got into a little bit of an argument. Then they decided somebody said, well, let's take a look at the chop numbers. So they look at the chop numbers, and Stuart Patterson, who was on this table, didn't like the chop numbers, so no chop. Mm-hmm. And it's really interesting because the players at this table, you're looking at Ori Hen, who's been a consistent winner here at Seminole Hard Rock. He won an event here the last series, one of the big ones. Alan Beeler won an event here the last series. Stuart Patterson, we all know about. Nigel Murray has won multiple championships here at Seminole Hard Rock. David Klein was the chip leader, and then you had Boyajian. I mean, this was a great group of players, and a couple other really good ones too made this final table. It's a loaded table.
Yeah.
So they could not come to agreement on the chop. They ended up with like 3 minutes left before the hard break. They played about 2 hands, and then Boyajian and a couple of the guys started jawing each other, and Ori Hen and Boyajian got into it again. So Boyajian's just blowing up, and he threatened to do some sort of interesting sexual act to Ori at the end of the night as this blow up is occurring as they're getting ready to head out the door. So it really set the stage for this Event 7 final table today. A lot of drama. They're playing over on the far side of the room here right now. Stuart Patterson did get eliminated, so I believe he's hopped into the $1,100 WPT Deep Stacks event. But they tried to chop again, couldn't come up with it. So they are 5-handed over there right now. With
are you out of throwing range? So if
I'm safe.
Chip mark or something.
I am safe.
Okay, good. We should shield you with these events. Get a little insurance, and you're right in the heat of battle there, buddy. This is the pits, the trenches. This is what live poker and final tables are all about.
Yeah, it was something else, and so you right now with those 5 players remaining, you got 3 former Seminole Hard Rock champions over there. You got Boyajian, and then the guy who came in as a chip leader, and he actually at one point had 40% of the chips in play, David Klein. So that table is playing out right now, trying to wrap that thing up and get to that Event 7 title. Prize pool $64,000 for first place on this one. So there's a lot of money on the line over there, too.
That's worth putting a little energy into.
Yeah. And
you ever see a good fight over a final table, Mark?
Not a good fight, no.
I saw one. In fact, we were partnered at an event. We did a little poker tourism with the Canadian Poker Tour down with our friend, good buddy Herb Van Dyke from World Poker Showdown, and he's about 5-6 years ago. We did the Mega Stack series down at the Hard Rock in Las Vegas, and a couple of guys were getting heads up, and it was heated. One guy just showing his bluffs at the other. The guy had a big chip marker, like our big CPT chip markers that they weigh about half a pound. And he flung that and hit across the table, hit the guy in the head.
Whoa!
The other guy comes flying across the table, and Jimmy Miller was the tournament director. And honest to God, I think he actually flew, like very Superman-like, where he came and just somehow just right in the middle of them and picked both of them up, one in each arm with their feet dangling off there. It was the most unreal thing I've ever seen. But final table, a little bit of energy. That's what makes the game exciting, doesn't it, Mark?
Oh, that's a little too exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Sodomy is not something that I want to hear about at the poker table.
I try to avoid it.
We do like to pass on that. So those guys actually looks like they have just taken their first break here today, and it's very interesting because, like I said, these guys, we're coming in a little bit, with a little bit of short stackage on this. I'm trying to remember where they were last night. I think it was at 75. So, yeah, they were at 75, 150,000 with chip stacks. Top 2 guys around 5.2 million, and everybody else started at the between 1.6 and 2.4. So I'm expecting that thing's probably going to be over fairly quickly. But the cool side of it is, like I said, there's some great players on that table. So these guys are going to know how to manage a short stack, and it should be something else to catch that finish.
Yeah, well, it's great, when you see, like I see my good friend, our mutual friend Gavin Smith, master playing the short stack, and some of these guys that just really go in there, know how to handle themselves, don't panic, wait for your spot. You double up once, twice. It's amazing what you can do. I was taught going back in the early years when between Gavin and Phil Helmuth spent some time with me on my game, and Dan Fleischman spent some time with me on my game, and really learning that, breaking your tournament up into three distinct parts of where your number one goal is to just do whatever you do to make the money. Number two is you do whatever the hell you can do to make the final table. I don't care if you got a chip or you got two big blinds or whatever you do, because anything can happen at a final table. And your third goal is then to play like a beast at that final table and take it down. And, I've started to really look at my game. And, when I chopped the Punta Cana Poker Classic here a couple of years ago, I really had some clear definition on goal setting and doing that. So I didn't need all the chips at one time, right? I was able to shift gears, and those were some great lessons I learned from some great players, and my results ended up starting to show for it. So it's my little Kelstermania piece of advice for the moment.
Oh, there you go. So Event 7 is going on right now. We do have our Shove Fest, otherwise known as the $150 event number 10 going on. Day 1C is kicking off today. We had day 1A and 1B. There are 8 starting flights in this tournament.
I love that tournament.
Oh, $150 buy-in.
And 12K in chips.
It's pretty sexy, to say the least. Day 1A looks like we had... give me 1 second here. Let me double-check this. Looks like 15 players got through on day 1A. Robert Oxenberg out of Palm Beach, Florida, bags the most chips on that, 226,000. Tavares Jackson out of Riviera Beach, Florida, 223. John Fiore out of Raleigh, North Carolina, down here is at I even went a little twang on that one, 207. Bruno 14 out of Saint Joachim at 200,500. Michael Moed, one of the notables, coming out of that one as well. So that is your day 1A. That was the early flight. The 6 p.m. flight, Everett Gilmore, 417,000 chips.
Wow. You start with 12K, you got 417. Like, that is beast mode. That's phenomenal. That's almost... He must be from Canada.
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Oh.
Good try. Good try. But I'll get to this in a second. 13 players survived that last night. I mean, and that just goes to show, I'm sure Gilmore was cleaning up a lot of those players.
Sure, yeah.
Philemon Ortega out of Pinecrest, Florida, 181.5 is your second biggest stack. And then Azulay Prosper out of Quebec.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
That's almost Canada.
Yeah, kind of. 169.5. Alexander Denisov, I should try it. Let's try it. Workovosco, wherever the heck that is, at 125,000, also bags up. Ari Barami bagged chips last night, 65,000. I think those were your major notables on that. So only a few players skimming through on this thing, and they had some pretty good turnouts on those flights. So it was pain, blues, and agony in the 150 yesterday. We'll see if that trend keeps up today and tonight in those 2 flights.
How good has it got to feel when you're running that great that you can, what is that? That's 8 times 30, 35 times the starting stack, where you're going down to, what are they playing? 10% of the field are getting through. You got 85 times the start. That's phenomenal. That's just run good.
Yeah. Amazing night for a couple of these players. We did have a couple of other champions crowned yesterday that I want to make sure that we get to mention here as I slide down the big board. Let's see. Event 9, that one finished up, the Omaha 8 Stud 8 tournament. That was a lot of fun. I was covering that, a little bit of that one. 26 entries on that one. Nobody, a lot of no guts players getting into that. Otherwise, Al Canhan called it the Grumpy Open. But won by Ronald Winklevoss, a well-known local player around here. Winklevoss comes from behind and takes that one down, winning $2,409. Scott Sharp finishes second, $2,100. Oscar Santana finishes third for $1,193. Stephen DiArgenio finishes fourth, $928 in the Omaha 8 Stud 8 tournament, event number 9.
I'd have played that one if I was there.
Oh, I wanted to play that so bad. You had no idea.
Yeah, you'd have come top 30 for sure, Mark.
Oh, I had top 30 wrapped.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Would that be your best cash ever?
No.
Okay.
Good
I
try,
just did ball busting mode a little bit.
Yeah, Head didn't mind me. I don't have many up there because I haven't gotten to play that much over the past 5 or 6 years, but it's there.
Is it? I'm going to do that right now while we're
It's
talking.
there.
Mine's not met. I haven't played for the last couple of years, so my results here recently have not been that great. Well, just because I haven't played, but yeah, it's time to get back in the game, I think.
Yeah, time's coming. Event number 6. That was the $1,650 buy-in 8-handed no-limit hold'em tournament. That was actually a freeze-out, believe it or not. And a great final table won by Zach Goodman. Picks up $34,680 on that. Victor Figueroa, another top pro, won $19,278. Sam Panzica finishes 3rd. Michael Locke in 4th. Justin Swilling in 5th. And the chip leader coming into that, Abby Daniels, took a rough hit to start the day. She ends up finishing 6th for $5,712. So Zach Goodman putting one on the board for himself yesterday afternoon, actually, in event number 6. And I think I got to hit event number 5, too. I don't think I got that one. And even if I didn't, you know what? Good for him. Oscar Lindo wins the $250 Big Stack Semi-Turbo No-Limit Hold'em Re-Entry Tournament. He takes down $10,480 for that one. Robert Mello finishing 2nd, $6,061, followed by Armando Gutierrez, Joseph Squires, Bryce McVeigh, who made the final table of event 7 too, so he's having a pretty good series. Jess Santinoff, Alfonso Perez, Jeffrey Nemes, and Gil Morgenstern rounding out your final table on that one. So there's your updates on our current champions, our recent champions here at the Seminole Hard Rock WPT Lucky Hearts Poker Open. So pretty good stuff there. And we are, of course, underway here on... I am very scared. Look at this guy. You got a second to sit? Or are you playing?
I'm playing.
He's playing.
Yeah, I'm break. Right?
Yeah, I'll be here. I'm here for a while. Yeah, come on over. I don't know what's up with this, though. The Miami boss... Yeah, we've got to settle the terms of our bet. The Miami boss is here in the house for the WPT Deep Stacks event. But I don't get this, though. The Miami boss, I know he's from the area, but still. The Miami boss sporting a New England Patriots jersey and a Boston Red Sox hat.
Nice. That's owning the East Coast.
That's really being a Miami boss when you can get away with wearing New England stuff around this area. So bonus points for him. Taking a look at, by the way, at this WPT Deep Stacks event going on, $1,100 buy-in, 2 starting days, one today, one tomorrow. And it is shaping up to be a pretty good field. Give me 1 second. Let me pull the blog up. Of course, the Miami boss is here, along with a lot of other great pros. After that first 4 hour or first break, Kenneth Bruno, early leader, 57,700. Brett Bader is in the house. Let's see who else we have. Bear with me for one moment as I shift through shrpo.com. Very handy information source for you.
All the information at your fingertips right there, Marco.
Yeah, thank God. Thank God for Alcan Hang, Ryan Lucchese, and myself, or else the world would not know what's happening in here. Let's see, TK Miles.
That's why I think it's a shame that you're not up for an American Poker Award.
I know, it's sad, but yeah, we do what we do.
Did you? I think I voted for you twice.
I may have voted for me twice, too, but we won't get into that. Cliff Goldkind is here, Ryan Van Sanford, Darren Stabinski, a former guy who had a first and a second in the last series here at Seminole Hard Rock. TJ Schulman here, Elliot Zeidman is in the house. Like I said, the Miami boss is here. John Dolan is in the house. Of course, Tristan Wade of Deep Stacks playing this one as well. So Tristan Wade here. TJ Schulman, Carter Gills here. Joe Kuthert in the house. Derek Simon, Natasha Barber. Let's see, Mohammed Saruki, and one name that I'm missing. Oh, yeah, Jared Lundman's here. But one big name is in the house, and you know this is a good tournament when this guy's here. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Alan Kessler, the Chainsaw.
Oh, I love it, Chainsaw. In fact, I was emailing with the Chainsaw the other day. We were talking about a little bit of ideas around some big events that we're looking at building in Canada here. We're looking at building the biggest tournament in Canadian history. So, I figured go to the Chainsaw and make sure that everything's done the way he approves.
There you go. And
Got to make it Chainsaw approved.
There you go. And Janine Deeb is here, and I think she approves of the tripod, by the way.
Really? Is that what they call you these days, tripod?
Janine was headed for the tripod and swerved Because if you don't know, everybody, and I got to put a picture of the tripod up on our Facebook page or something, but the tripod has been decorated to make sure that no one trips over the tripod. Kelly, you know the hazards of the tripod.
Oh, listen, I banged into that tripod, well, especially that last event because I was still drinking a little back then, and that was prior to my new healthy choice and lifestyles. So yeah, I think there's a couple of Kelstermania footprint and dents in the old tripod.
Yeah, well, this tripod, this is a new one.
Okay.
Busted it out at the last event we did, and it is now wrapped with red, white, and blue barber pole style tape.
Nice, a little old school.
So yeah, so it is. Well, it was either that or lime green, and I decided to go with the barber pole.
Yeah, I think you should have like some leopard print or something kind of outrageous out there.
They had something like that too, but I wanted something that was bright enough to stand out.
Okay.
You know, especially the older gentlemen seem to be the ones that get taken out by the tripod.
The leopard print, for some of those older ladies that wear the leopard print, that's gonna catch the eye of any older guy.
The worst. I used to deliver pizza, and the worst story ever was of all the woman with leopard print, and I'm just gonna leave it there.
Oh my God, buddy!
Oh, it was not good. Not good.
I think kind of like a car accident. At some point, I'm gonna need to hear this story.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it sometime. It was it was pretty hideous, but so I have an aversion to leopard print.
So for all the listeners out there, if you want to hear Mark Hoke's leopard print pizza delivery story, tweet it in or just get into the chat, and if we can get more than 10 people to want to hear the story, I'm going to make Mark tell it.
Oh, I don't want to make everybody
vomit. I don't know if
vomit.
I want to or not. My mother's listening down in Mexico, so you got to keep the show a little bit tame today.
Oh, jeez.
It's an international audience.
Well, that's good. I appreciate that.
I'm trying to bring viewers
our shows
and everything you can.
Our shows have been heard in over 100 countries, documented.
Really?
Pretty
nice.
Cool. Pretty
Excellent.
cool. Yeah, that makes me happy. So let's see. Yeah, so once again, the WP Deep Stacks event playing right now, and of course,
how many people they got in that event?
What is the number? 148 already in this first flight. So a good start.
How many flights?
Well, we got today and tomorrow. So
that would be 2 then.
Yeah. So
that's the new math. That's all these kids are learning. I had a meeting with my son's math teacher yesterday, so I'm getting into the new math.
It's the Common Core. You take the number divided by something, split it into groups, and then come back to the same answer you could have had in 2 seconds. Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Thanks. Let's see. What else do we have going on today? Of course, aside from this excitement, of course, event number 10 has flights 10C, 10D, $150 buy-in on that, so plenty of cheapo play for you there. We've also got a big stack black chip bounty, no limit home single reentry tournament, $25,000 guaranteed on that, $350 buy-in. That got started at noon. Along with this one, $300,000 guarantee on this WPT Deep Stacks event. And I believe those are... today's Thursday. I'm sorry. Well, we have those 2 flights. It's E and F. No, it's D and E. I'm sorry. No, C and D.
You're
wow.
really moving this out.
C and D. There we go.
The U.S. schooling system really coming to place. There we get some Canadians on to help you through this.
No, let's put it this way. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I wasn't partying or anything like that.
And you weren't delivering pizzas to a lady in a leopard print?
No, thank God. I never want to do that again. Never.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess, so we just have the Deep Stacks event and the 2 flights for 10A going on. Plus, of course, that final table for event number 7 is also coming off right now. So that's where the tournament stands at this point. Once again, 148 players. The WPT Deep Stacks Hollywood event playing out right in front of us right now. And I have John Dolan actually sitting in front of me with a massive set of headphones.
Nice.
So good for him. Probably a good call since I'm doing the show.
Yep.
Of course, he could be listening to the show on the headphones.
Yeah, he's got to be listening to make it worthwhile. Could be listening to a little Barry Manilow while he's playing.
Whoa. Sorry, an explosion. If you guys see me, by the way, I know we're on camera. If you see me looking down, I guess it would be to everybody's right on the camera. That is where that final table is being played. There was just a little bit of a yell down there. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but Ryan Lucchese is on it for the blog. So
it sounded a little bit like a gunshot or something.
Yeah, something went a little kooky down there. So we shall we'll keep you updated on what's going on over there. By the way, Alan Kessler here in the house, and you remember? I don't know if you guys remember last time we were down here. Alan Kessler stopped by the show and was going off about a structure at the Bellagio.
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold, guess what? The Bellagio changed their structure because of what he said on the show.
Hey, listen, you know what? I think Alan Kessler has an outstanding message and has definitely the interest of everybody at hand. I don't necessarily agree with the way he comes about it or says it or does it, but you know what? God bless Alan Kessler for making structures better, because if people don't speak up, you're going to have what we're fighting here in Canada as poker room managers and tournament directors that don't know their rear end from a hole in the ground and say, do you know what? Players just don't care. I've heard comments from some of these guys here that it just makes you sick. So good for Alan Kessler. We're going to work on, so maybe we'll get him a little charm school, or get him a little bit of lessons on how to get his message across with love rather than maybe the way he does it. But
Good luck.
I like Alan Kessler, and it comes from him. We had an event. We had a Canada Day event down at Tropicana in Las Vegas, and he was all over me. Oh my God! Like we had some issues come up from them, and it was like I say, his points were good. We made some changes, but so yeah, let's make tournaments better. Let's get value for players. Let's do things the right way.
There you go. All right, well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We are going to step back and take a break, and we'll keep an eye on everything going on here.
I got some exciting and interesting stuff for us to talk about after the break.
Okay, we'll have that. And plus, the American Poker Award nominations are out, so we want to make sure we get to talk about those.
Talk about that, and we'll talk about what's going on at the WSOP with the flattened payouts and the 1,000 players guaranteed. I got some opinions on that. I'm sure Mr. Kessler does as well. I'd like to hear yours, Mark Hoke.
Okay, sounds good. Well, let's step back, take a break, and we'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We're live from the Seminole Hard Rock WPT Lucky Hearts Poker Open. So stick around, everyone. We'll be right back.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our annual Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open, January 22nd through February 11th, 2015. Time to go all in. Opening event starts January 22nd with a $1 million guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open Championship begins February 5th through 11th with a guaranteed prize pool of $3 million. The final table of the championship will be live streamed by World Poker Tour and is a main event tour stop. Visit shrpo.com or the Poker Room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give Open-Face Chinese Poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason Open-Face Chinese Poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the Open-Face Chinese Poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app and we'll see you at the tables.
Join us for Zen Poker Mentoring's debut poker coaching event featuring poker superstar instructors Brian Rast and Vanessa Russo, plus poker reporter turned poker pro Christy Arnett. For unique poker mentoring you'll be able to use on and off the field. The event will be held February 21st and 22nd at the spectacular Meet Las Vegas Event Center across from the D Las Vegas Hotel and Casino, downtown. The first 15 people to register get a free 2-night stay at the D. Not to mention, Zen Poker Mentoring is giving away a $565 seat for the newest and most exciting event in poker, the Colossus. For more information, visit ZenPokerMentoring.com and sign up for this one-of-a-kind event today. There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at pokernight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Mondays on Poker Night in America.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top-quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. PokerShop.com.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
You betcha. Now we just got to get Kelly Kellner to mute his microphone during the commercial break. All we got to do. We'll work on that. He's a guest. We'll see how that works out. But of course, welcome back. We are live here at Seminole Hard Rock, WPT Lucky Hearts Poker Open. We got the WPT Deep Stacks event underway right now, right in front of us. All sorts of great poker action going on. And we also have a very special announcement that I get to make. I'm very excited about this. Kelly, are you there?
I am here, my friend.
Hey, are you ready for this?
Should I stand or sit?
Oh, well, you probably should sit because this is huge. The Mark Hoke Show is going to be, well, actually me, but the Mark Hoke Show is going to be making a special trip in May before the World Series, as we have just been invited to do live coverage for the PPC Poker Tour down in Tampa Bay Downs. We're going to be at their North American Championship down there in Tampa Bay, May 15th through the 24th. Just ironed out the details on that today. The ink on the contract should be done pretty shortly here. So we're looking forward to joining up with the boys on the PPC Poker Tour at Tampa Bay Downs, May 15th through the 24th. Very psyched about that. So
maybe a little Tampa Bay Lightning hockey down there as well.
Yeah, well, that's a possibility. I don't even know how they're doing. Are they any good?
Yeah, they're doing okay. I don't know. You know what? Since I quit betting on sports, I'm not following it that much.
Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. I'm kind of hoping the Orioles will be in town. I'm going to have to check that out. I'm going to have to take a day off.
Yes, yeah, a little spring baseball is always entertaining, isn't it?
Yeah. So very excited to be with the saying hi to the guys with the PPC. Looking forward to. By the way, Bill Mason there finally stopped. I don't get to see the man that actually runs the poker room down here at Seminole Hard Rock very often. He's just stopped over, shook hands, and is running around. Hopefully I'll get to catch him later today. But Bill in the house as well. So, yeah, so a lot going on. And, of course, hey, we want to make sure we mention a couple of housekeeping items here while we have a second real quick. Of course, don't forget to listen to us on KLAV 1230 AM, the talk of Las Vegas. Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Also on the internet at KLAV1230am.com. I have our podcast from our show yesterday. Chris Hansen of Poker Night in America on the show yesterday. Had a good time with him. So make sure you follow us there on at KLAV1230am. Podcast available on iTunes and markhoaxshow.podbean.com. We also have our good friends at BlueRail.net, our website provider. Give Bob a call, 522-820-5128. It's 522-820-5128. BlueRail.net. We build websites. How far do you want to go? Dutch Boyd with that book, Poker Tilt. Must read. You have to read this book. An amazing story about the ups and downs, the craziness and the excitement of the life of Dutch Boyd, the 3-time World Series of Poker bracelet winner. Amazon Kindle, of course, is available at PokerTilt.com. Nevada Poker League's got their thing going on right now. $50,000 cash and prizes. And it's all for free. 21 locations in Las Vegas. If you want to play some poker, you bust out, things aren't going so well, you need to readjust a little bit. Go and get your game really messed up at the Nevada Poker League. No, I'm kidding. It's a lot of fun. Check it out at NevadaPokerLeague.com. PokerShop.com's got all those great supplies, 10% off with the code HOKE. Chips, tables, cards, lamps, bars, coaster tables, whatever you need, they've got it. PokerShop.com. Once again, 10% off with the code HOKE. ABC Chinese Poker, my favorite thing to do on the airplane now. Download that app for your iPhone and iPad today at abcchinesepoker.com. Of course,
when you're sitting by a hot girl on an airplane, do you teach her how to play open-faced Chinese poker?
Well, I never kiss and tell.
Okay. Well, you must play it a little different than I do it then.
Yeah, we won't get into that one. ABC Chinese Poker. Download it today. We would certainly appreciate that. And, of course, Poker Night in America, Monday nights, 10 p.m. on CBS Sports Network. Al Can't Hang is doing the Poker Night in America dancing right in front of me.
Sounds like you're having a lot of fun down there at the Seminole Hard Rock.
We are having a lot of fun. It's been crazy and kooky, to say the least. But, yeah, make sure you check out Poker Night in America. Great show. Of course, the new Ladies' Night episode and the last one where everybody was drunk is coming up on Monday night, so make sure you check that one out. I'm telling you, I was there, and it is a sight to behold. So make sure you check it out. Poker Night in America. 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific. CBS Sports Network. Huh.
That's a mouthful.
Oh, my God. And, of course, don't forget, follow us here on the blog, shrpo.com. Also on Twitter, at SHRPO. And if you want to tweet with the hashtag SHRPO, you can do that, too. Lots of stuff going on here at Seminole Hard Rock. Keep an eye on all the action on the blog and Twitter and that hashtag today.
Has Alan Kessler been making any comments, or is he being pretty quiet so far?
He's been pretty quiet. Just came over and said hi to me, but otherwise he's...
Pass a little love from Canada to Mr. Kessler.
Okay. Alan, Canada loves you. There we go. So, done. Oh, all right. I can breathe.
What do you want to talk about first, my friend? Some few different things in the news coming up. I see that some comments by that law about staking is only going to relate to sports betting and not so much poker. Did you read that article?
Yes, we did mention that on the KLAV show yesterday. The Nevada Senate Bill 40 that had threatened to possibly prevent players from being staked in poker tournaments. The Attorney General came out and made a statement and said that is not the case. It will not prevent poker players from being staked. Thank God for that. It pretty much closed the door on that nonsense. So we're okay on that now. So the World Series doesn't have to pick up and move to Monaco.
So you and I don't have to make a trip to Carson City now?
No, I think we're safe.
I was gonna get my Carson City gear ready to go and lobby outside the legislature.
You have Carson City gear? You have
gear? It's kind of like this Calgary Stampede gear,
Oh, yeah.
Some chaps and some Spurs, and it's a good look. I saved those for special nights with my wife.
Are you telling me you've got Spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, Kelly?
Jangle, jangle, buddy. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear God.
Hey, listen, you got to come up to Calgary for the Calgary Stampede, and you'll see some things that, it'll disturb you as much as your girl when you were delivering pizza wearing the leopard skin outfit.
Oh, Jesus. It's not good.
I'm bringing that up a lot just to keep you in that space.
Hey,
in Florida, there's some older ladies down there.
Hey, Kelly, now I know you won't be able to hear him because Al doesn't have headphones on, but I do have a guest here. He is the unique guest, by the way, in the Mark Hoke Show ad on Poker Night in America. Oh, yes. You got to turn the microphone on. It is Al Can Hang.
Yes, I am the. Is that what it is? Unique? I'm the unique guest.
You are unique guest number 1, uncredited though.
Without headphones. Why don't I have headphones?
Because they're somewhere else.
I have headphones in my bag.
And I can hear Al. How you doing, Al?
Anyway.
Yeah, he can hear. You can hear him, but he can't hear you, unfortunately.
Oh, that's good. Well, then I can talk some trash about him then.
Yeah, be nice.
Okay.
So, Al, how about what's going on here at the Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open? What a day!
I don't know. I'm trying. Let's see. I'm trying to do your voice. What's going on here at the Seminole Hard Rock? We got a pretty big. We got 150 so far in the deep stacks, which is good. That's a lot healthier than I expected. I expected tomorrow to be the really busy flight, so it may still be, but we still have 3 more levels and the hour dinner break for registration. So we're gonna have a good crowd. I would be shocked if we get 200 by the end of this for day 1A. So that's good.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
300K guarantee.
A lot of great players out there too.
All the WPT deep stacks guys clogging up my aisle.
Yeah, I've got to complain about that. What they could have done is they could have taken the tables and put it against the wall and left the aisle where we had it, or pretty close to it, instead of making us walk all the way down to one end or all the way down to the other.
Well, you're fine. I'm
not too bad.
I'm the guy that's hosed because I'm right in the middle.
Yeah. Plus, you got to get past all the crew there too. It's kind of rough.
That's fine. 3 days.
You'll survive. Yeah, we'll get through it. We'll get through it. It's all right. Chris Torino hogging up all the room down there.
First world problems.
Yep. Well, Al, I know I covered that Event 7 last night. What's going on over there right now? I know you got a chance to see what's happening, but give us a little update on what's going down.
Well, it looks like, I don't know if somebody just got knocked out. I don't. Oh, yeah, it looks like Nigel Murray's gone.
Yeah, I don't see
So that
Nigel
looks
Murray.
like, I think it went, the order of elimination, it looks like all left is Alan Beeler, George Grumpy Pants, and I forget who the 9th seed is. But Nigel Murray looks like he went out. Stuart Patterson was first out of the 6. Stuart Patterson was first out. Ori Hen was second out. They tried to talk chop, but Nigel Murray was the one that shot it down. So
he'll pay for that, unfortunately.
Well, he just got knocked out.
Yep, and David Klein over there, who had been won his flight and was leading most of the way, temporarily lost the lead last night and picked it up by just a hair before place ended yesterday evening. But, of course, a lot of fireworks in that tournament last night. Has the attitude changed over there at all?
Yeah, they were actually joking about it a little bit. There was a guy on the rail who was actually ragging on George and Ori about it after reading your updates on the blog. They were making fun of him, saying, "Hey, you Mr. Grumpy Pants," and and all that kind of stuff. And they were joking back and forth about it. So yeah, they seem to have gotten it out of their system overnight. And
thank God.
And yeah, it's just been poker, no extracurricular idiocracy.
Well, we do appreciate that. We don't need any more craziness out there. That's for sure. Now, of course, we've got the deep stacks, that one going on. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the Event 10, the $150 buy-in, which still has...
Overlay alert.
Really? We're looking at an overlay?
I mean, they needed they need to average 152 per flight. There's 8 flights.
Right.
$150 buy-in, $150K guarantee. And there's going to be an overlay at the end of this one. So if you want to get in cheap, it's a good structure. It's the same basic structure you get, you've gotten for all the other multi-day events. But yeah, we had 30 people were coming back after the first 2 flights, and I think they combined for 280, something like that.
Yeah, ballpark.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a pretty good opportunity for anybody here, and Al and
on the cheap, it's the cheapest ticket on the tournament. So
we could resign for a day.
Huh?
Just leave it to Lucchese.
The reason my nickname is Dead Money.
It's only 150 though. You got it.
150. That's a bar. That's a short bar tab.
Yeah. Well, for you, absolutely. Jeez, that's like about an hour at the bar. Something like that. How you doing? How I know you're a little under the weather, by the way.
Yeah, I'm a little under the weather, but It is what it is. You know, I gotta work 3 weeks in a row, so you just deal with it. You deal with it, and February 12th, I'm gonna go down and recoup in Key West for a couple days, and then go back home and sleep for a couple months before coming back down.
There you go. Yeah, I'm sure we'll all be back here April 2nd.
Is that when it starts? April 2nd?
April 2nd.
Yeah, I was just talking to Bill about the schedule, and right around Passover and Easter, so they're trying to work out the schedule. But after that, yeah, bingo bango.
There you go. So, of course, we have the $3 million guarantee coming up, and the last two main events here, we did come up a little short on the guarantees.
Yeah, a little.
So we're looking at it should be pretty interesting. I think it's in a good spot on the schedule, though.
It's a good spot on the schedule. It's a WPT event, live streaming from Paradise Live. So yeah, I think it'll draw on your regular. You'll get your good crowd at WPT. The guys who travel the circuit for WPT, and they're running a crap load of championship qualifiers here, starting I believe either Monday, because there's nothing running on Super Bowl Sunday, but starting Monday they just start blasting away and give because we only have like a week or so after that to get into the championship, so we're gonna start throwing qualifiers and all kinds of seats. I mean, we gave away 60 seats. There was 60 seats guaranteed across 60 seats guaranteed across 7 qualifiers for the deep stacks.
Yep.
For $140. $140.
Some people got some overlays on those.
Every
too.
single one.
Yeah.
Every single one you were getting in on the cheap. So you're not only were you getting in on the cheap before, you got it in really cheap. And there's one running now, and there's another one at the final one for the deep stacks is at 8 p.m. It's $140 and 5 seats guaranteed in this one.
All right, and before I let you get back to work, I want to ask you a question about the news that came out about Poker News not covering the World Series anymore this year. What was your reaction when you saw that, being such a longtime member of the poker media?
Meh. I actually kind of knew it about a month and a half ago.
Yeah, I'd heard rumors too.
So I wasn't shocked. I think there's one more really cool announcement coming out, and we'll see what happens next. But yeah, it's it's strange because this is still fallout from Black Friday. Because they're spending a lot of money to do the coverage, and like Seth said, at one point people were paying them the World Series to do live coverage. Because they wanted that exposure, they wanted those hits. That was great for online affiliates. But the Black Friday changed the entire landscape. So it's just I'm surprised it took them this long to decide. Hey, let's pull this in house. See if we can't maybe streamline something. Maybe change the way it was done. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people complaining. But also, like you said, there's the trend that's moving towards live streaming and stuff like that, and less towards like we're doing here is the early day one activity. I mean it's nice to get your name mentioned in the live updates, but when day one of a big World Series of poker event. But ultimately, I mean you've probably got 3 long days of plowing through before you get to a final table when it actually is going to mean some real money and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting how to do it. There's going to be the Kesslers of the world. There's going to be I saw people complaining on the sky's falling, the poker world's coming to an end when they announced that Poker News wasn't going to be doing it. But you know what? Things evolve, things change. I'm interested to see what the next step is and where they go from there to reporting on the World Series of Poker.
Yeah,
I just need to know where to send my where do I send my application?
I have a meeting with Seth about 3 days after I get back.
Nice.
Yep. I had that timed well, didn't I?
Yeah, okay. Well done.
All right. So, of course, we can follow yours, Ryan's, and believe it or not, myself's work on the blog at shrpo.com.
Yep. You've been crushing it, sir.
Have I?
Yeah, except for you've been luck sacking the crap out of final tables.
Well, not much I could do.
I don't know what it is, man. You just luck sack them. Hey, yeah, wait, you stay till the wee hours of the morning, but you missed the good stuff of, oh my God, I think we got a chop.
Is it over? Is it over down
I
there?
see people standing up, and the chip leader is. Looks like Allen had. Well, yep. I see Dave Grubb. Yep, I see Dave Grubb doing something. Yeah,
it looks like it could be.
They're collecting players' cards. So yeah, it looks like a chop. And Beeler had when they were four-handed, he had 2/3 of the chips in play.
Wow.
So he was the one shooting down the one of the major deals. But yeah, I'm assuming he's getting the boatload of the money, and then so yeah, Alan Beeler, Event 7 champion. I'm assuming.
Yep, looks
Because
like
he's the only one sitting down, and they're shoving chips his way for a picture.
All right, so Beeler, that's his. This has happened a couple times now in this series that somebody that won a championship in the last series here in the Rock and Roll Poker Open has come back and won another one. We had Bruce McGregor do it, and now Alan Beeler joins that club.
Yep.
So pretty impressive run for Alan Beeler, who had a huge hand last night against David Klein, and really that may have turned out to be the hand that propelled him to the championship. Beeler hid some aces very well from Klein. Klein hit top pair with a Queen 7, but Beeler sat on those aces and doubled up and had actually taken the chip lead at that point. So it looks like Beeler rides that hand to the championship.
Yes, it does. I gotta go. I'm gonna run.
All right.
Because I think Ryan's taking the pictures, and there's a shit ton of people in the background.
Well, there you go.
All right. Later, sir. Peace.
Al can't hang, everybody. All right, so there you go. See, news just happening right in front of us right now. That's how it goes
On
on
the Mark
show.
Hoke Show, you really can't miss out anything. If you people should just follow you around. You should have a GoPro on your head and live stream your life, Mark Hoke, because you live a cool life.
Oh, you know.
I'd follow that. I'd stream that. I want to know what's going on.
Oh God, you'd be seeing a lot of sleep.
Yeah. Well, I think there'd be some bad behavior going on there.
Yeah.
Probably your wife wouldn't be too impressed with it.
Nah, probably not. But oh well, what are you gonna do? All right, so Event 7 is over. The chop has taken place. Alan Beeler is getting that trophy. So congratulations to Alan as he wins Event 7. And don't know what the final chop numbers were, but I know first place was around $67,000, I believe, on that. So we'll see how much that Alan actually ends up getting. But congratulations to him for winning that title. So, man, that's hard to do too. Bruce McGregor won the seniors event in the last series and won one of the Omaha events here in this series, and now Beeler comes back, does a repeat himself. That is, Kelly. I mean, it's tough enough to win one of these.
Oh, it's that's impressive, and it shows. It just shows talent and discipline and tremendous skill. Like, listen, there's all you've got your run good, and this game is cyclical, and you've got momentum, and people run hot for a while, but back to back, it's that situation. Very impressive, well done. Congratulations on behalf of the Kelstermania for doing that.
Yeah, and another one that put up a major number, Robert Campbell, who won, I believe, event number 2 here in this series, another Omaha 8 tournament, won his 11th Omaha championship in his career. I mean, what an unbelievable feat that is, too. I mean, just
impressive. He's going to have to come out here. We got some tremendous PLO players up in Alberta. There's so much PLO action up here. So maybe a little throwdown. You want to get some good PLO action, come to Calgary, come to Edmonton. That's where the big games are.
Yeah, there's some darn good players down here for sure. So, all right. So
that goes back to our Canada-U.S. challenge. I'm coming up with a game plan for something like that.
Are we both in on that?
Heads up between you and I think, Mark Hope. I want to throw down. I'm looking at your Hendon Mob page. I'm looking at both of your caches.
Yeah.
that are on there.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that one was kind of devastating. Did not a horror bad beat, but I'm not going to get into that. I've told that story 1,000 times. Beeler apparently took $50,000 on that chop, so congratulations to him. $50K for the Event 7 title.
That's good work.
You betcha.
Yep.
All right. Well, we had out there, so we kind of got through a little bit of extra time. I know, Kelly, you got a couple things we want to hit before we go, and of course, we got the American Poker Awards. Want to talk about those nominations before we go off the air. So let's get that last commercial break in here, and we will come back. And of course, Kelly's going to mute his microphone this time.
Okay.
So we don't hear him gagging and dying in the background, and and we'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. We're live from the Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open WPT event here at Hollywood, Florida. So stick around, everybody. We'll be right back.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. PokerShop.com.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our annual Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open, January 22nd through February 11th, 2015. Time to go all in. Opening event starts January 22nd with a $1 million guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open Championship begins February 5th through 11th with a guaranteed prize pool of $3 million. The final table of the championship will be live streamed by World Poker Tour and is a main event tour stop. Visit shrpo.com or the Poker Room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination, BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
Join us for Zen Poker Mentoring's debut poker coaching event featuring poker superstar instructors Brian Rast and Vanessa Russo, plus poker reporter turned poker pro Christy Arnett. For unique poker mentoring you'll be able to use on and off the field. The event will be held February 21st and 22nd at the spectacular Meet Las Vegas Event Center, across from the D Las Vegas Hotel and Casino, downtown. The first 15 people to register get a free 2-night stay at the D. Not to mention, Zen Poker Mentoring is giving away a $565 seat for the newest and most exciting event in poker, the Colossus. For more information, visit ZenPokerMentoring.com and sign up for this one-of-a-kind event today.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at pokernight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Mondays on Poker Night in America.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
Oh, yeah, we're back. They have not thrown us out of the building yet. We're at Seminole Hard Rock WPT Lucky Arts Poker Open here in Hollywood, Florida. WPT Deep Stacks event going on right in front of us right now, up to 155 entries. Alan Beeler has won event 7. Picking up $50,000 here. Hard-fought victory there for sure. That was a great final table. And pulled out the chop on that. Kelly Kellner on the line with us, too.
What's your weather like down there, Mark?
Pretty nice.
Hollywood, California. Or Hollywood, Florida.
I think we're in the low 60s, high 70s.
It's not too bad. We got a little snow. You know that nice warm Chinook we had in Calgary melted the snow, but we got some snow coming up here, so it might be time for all of your new Canadian listeners to jump on a plane and come down there for that main event coming up.
Oh God, we'd love to see you down here. I'll tell you
You
what.
guys couldn't handle us.
I'll tell you what.
Here's our crew. We are let me tell you something. You've seen the shooters lined up at the bar at a Canadian Poker Tour event.
Oh yeah.
Like we buy them. My friend Ryan Cumley and Bo Frick and Joel Bullock, these guys, they buy shots 100 at a time and line them up because that's the way we roll.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. For any of you that are listening up in Canada that come down here to the WPT, I will allow you to drink a shot on the show and give you 5 seconds of airtime.
Yeah, that worked so well with Gavin Smith at the World Series last year.
Well, you know,
really good. Is that strategic planning there, Mark?
Well, that one just kind of happened. But I will give everybody airtime to make a 5-second shout out, uncensored, if you come down.
Really, I like that.
Uncensored.
Okay. I'm going to check my air miles and see what we can do.
Okay, so
We'll
just
see if my lovely wife will let me go, and if my mom and dad want me to go down and visit them in Mexico. My dad's like, do you guys have Clamato juice down there for making Caesars? Like I know you Americans, you like the Bloody Marys and that, but we have a drink, the Caesar, which is the vodka and the Clamato juice. But my dad down in Mexico is now buying Clamato juice with lime right in it. And it looks so delicious, and they're Skyping me every day, throwing it in front of me. So I may have to just, kind of on my way down for a real good dad mix Caesar down in Mexico, stop for the main event, that WPT main event.
all right. Well, hey, I have a special guest here, Kelly, and I'm excited. I get to talk to this guy. Alan Beeler is coming over here to say hi and come on the show, carrying another trophy. You know, the last time I talked to Alan, he's like, oh, things are going so bad, and oh, it was miserable, blah, blah, blah. Wins a championship at the Rock and Roll Poker Open, and now picks up a title on a great final table here. Alan, congratulations to you. Just got to lean into that microphone.
Thank you very much.
So, coming into that group, what an amazing group of players that you had to face off with on that final table. Just, seeing the talent that was there. What was that like facing off with Nigel and Ori and all those guys?
It was a little strange to actually see that because there's so many good players that came in from out of town to play these tournaments here. But the final table, like you're saying, everybody was right here from the Hard Rock. The regular guys were right here up on that.
Now,
it was fantastic.
We had a little fireworks a couple of times over the last couple of days. Now, you were obviously not a part of that, but what was that like watching the couple of blow-ups that took place when we had the 18 players and then at the end of the night last night?
Well, I guess the stress level was a little high, and some of the guys were getting tired. It was 3 a.m. and they planned playing for 2 days, and their nerves were a little frazzled. And a couple of guys wanted to get it over with, and a couple of guys wanted to play. So that's what we did. We came back today and finished it off.
Now, you had a big hand last night with those aces against David Klein that may have been the big one that propelled you to this, because that was either go big or go home on that one. Tell us about that hand last night that really put you in a great position.
I think you're talking about the hand I picked up pocket aces.
Yep.
And I believe I was in, I think I was in a small blind, can't remember small or big. And he had raised, put a healthy raise in. Flop came out queen, jack, and I believe a small card. And I had bet out, and he called. And I believe he just got to a point where he's pot committed. He had top pair. He had the queen in his hand. Not much of a kicker, but I think it was just he was at a point where he just couldn't fold the hand. He had to go with what he had. And
you took the chip lead there. He got it just barely back at the end of the night last night, but then you barreled through things down here. Take us through the rest of the day.
It was a pretty good day. I picked up pocket kings against Ori. He had small blind, big blind. He'd shoved all in, and I looked down. I had kings, and of course I snap called, and luckily the ace didn't come, and Ori was out, and I picked up some more chips.
Yeah. So now you guys decided to make a little bit of a deal down there. Tried last night, but got that wrapped up today, and obviously in a commanding position down there and win the tournament. So. 2 wins, 2 series. How are you feeling now about your game? You doing all right?
I'm a lot more comfortable now.
There you go. Going to be hopping in this 1100 then? Or
probably not. I'm going to take the rest of the day off, and I'll look at the schedule and see what else is coming up.
All right. Well, Alan, congratulations on winning what was an outstanding final table. I mean, you really ought to be proud of that one, because there was some serious talent at that. I'd watch you guys play that table out all night if we could have last night, but a big win for you, so way to go.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
You got it. Okay. Nice job.
Okay.
There you go. Alan Beeler, by the Event 7 champion, puts his second trophy on the board here from the Seminole Hard Rock, and feeling in a good mood. I can tell. He's smiling, so that's good. All right, so Alan's stopping over there. Kelly, there's a happy guy.
That's awesome. Listen, there's nothing as great a feeling as taking down an event. It's just someday, Mark, you're gonna know what that feels like. Or until then, you can just interview the guys that do it. But one day, maybe.
All right, fair enough. Darren Sminsky over here, by the way. Of course, there's another guy that won a championship last series. Actually, had a first and a second. He's nearby. He's on the good table here with him, John Dolan, and Natasha Barber right in front of us in this WP Deep Stacks event. How about that? There's a good little group.
That's a fun table.
Yeah. So Kelly, I know you had something you want to make sure we got mentioned today. I want to make
I just want wanted to discuss a little bit about the this new payout structure at the World Series coming up, where they've gotten away from the 10 million guaranteed, but they say they're going to pay 1,000 players right now, and just kind of thought it'd be an interesting discussion. I know my gut reaction on that was kind of seeing what you thought about it, my friend.
Well, I was kind of the guy that was saying I just wish they'd have left it the way it was. Mm-hmm. From the start. I wasn't real big on the 10 million, though. I understood it. It made sense to me that it was a marketing idea that everybody knows before the World Series main event that they can market it as, hey, someone's going to win $10 million, instead of saying, well, someone's going to win a lot of money. Yeah. So I think it was a great marketing idea. And now they've kind of turned it around and said, well, you know what? 1,000 people that walk in that door are going to win. And a number like 1,000, like a million, 10 million is one that resonates with people, because obviously it's the factor of 10. So I think it's an interesting idea, and I'm glad that, because some people out there were saying, well, you should be paying 20% of the field, and I just said, my gosh, that's gonna be too much, and whoever min cashes is going to end up getting about probably $13,000 out of that. So it's not a big, not a real big payout. It's just, hey, I cashed in the main event. So, I felt like from all the conversations that were going on, that was a pretty good compromise on it. And it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. if it's going to bring more people or not, because that's the goal with this idea is let's get more people in the door because you're going to feel like you have a better chance to cash. So, hopefully we'll see a nice jump in the main event, and if we don't, back to the drawing board on it, and maybe just go back to doing it the way it's normally done with a payout structure. So
for sure. My concern is, in these situations, I've been a poker promoter for a lot of years, is you just don't know how many people you're going to get.
Yeah.
And, going back a couple of years ago, you saw that, the July 4th effect around some of the entries over the weekend when they had it, and the holidays, and the numbers weren't what they were going to be. And, with all the dynamics, who knows what it's going to be. So I think it is very difficult and very dangerous in a way to say you're going to pay 1,000 people. You're now getting to the point where, this was brought up with a very good friend of mine, Derek Law. He's a Canadian poker tour champion and a hell of a player in his own right. And, he made a comment to me on Facebook here, min cashes used to double your buy-in. Now it's only going to be 1.5 times your buy-in. So, especially for Canadians, when you're coming down there, after you pay your taxes, you're looking at netting around $3,000 for 6 days worth of grinding. And it's,
right.
It's almost, really, it's kind of, in a way, sure, it's nice to say, I cashed in the main event. I'll tell you what, I don't really care about cashing in the main event and making a little bit of money. I'm not there for that side and the glory. I'm looking for the fact that I want to make some money.
Mm-hmm.
I want to come down there and I think you've got to double your buy-in when you're min cashing. Otherwise, and I totally agree with you. Paying out 20% of the field, why don't we knock out 50 guys and chop it then? The idea is here to play and make some money. The 10 million guaranteed. I get it. I'm a marketing guy as well, but we know that there's going to be deals made. There's always deals made. So you never really, a lot of times you don't hear the real story from behind the scenes. So I don't know. I think just solid, basic. Paying out the proper percentages and paying out 10% of the field, and your min cash is double, and just having something that players can count on, and not trying to reinvent the wheel too much. That's just my humble opinion.
Yeah, I definitely hear you on that. I know, a couple people have come out and criticized the structure. We had Kevin Mathers on Twitter said that the jump because they showed in the press release what the payouts would have been like in last year's tournament. And because they guaranteed $1 million to everybody on the final table as well, and that's another piece of this, there's a huge drop. It would have been like $450,000 from 9th to 10th. So there's a huge pay jump there as well, and Kevin didn't like that. But then to your point, Katie Dozier was on the show, on KLAV, one of the grindettes, who said she didn't like it because of the reasons you're mentioning, that everybody's there to make money, and you're not going to make it. It becomes less of a good value to play the main event, and so it'll be interesting to see if the draw to the recreational players of it being easier to cash in the main event balances out with the fact that some pros who are on the borderline of playing the main event or not, are going to want to do it because of it being not as good a value as it was before. So, an intriguing discussion on that.
For sure. With what I'm trying to build here, what we've done with the Canadian Poker Tour and events is we've tried to get some consistency and get out of this. I've spent the last 10 years fighting, like literally fighting with poker room managers that don't get it, don't understand it, don't want to, they want to get down, and they want to, as soon as it gets to a final table, it's like, let's double the blinds, let's just get this thing over, and they never have a good justification or reason for it. I think just there is a good answer of putting an integrous format and structure into payouts and letting it play out, and maybe making adjustments, whether you're like when we're going from consolidating 3 starting days and looking to roll it back the blinds, getting to the point where there's a certain amount of play so that everybody's got a fair shot, and hopefully the cream rises to the top.
Yeah, well, speaking I'm sorry, Kelly, I hate to interrupt you, but I have another guest that just stopped by.
Sure.
And we'll continue on there. But speaking of the cream of the crop, he is here. We'll move in a little bit closer because
I do want to get
I mean it's the Miami boss.
So
look at this big sexy guy. I'll tell you what.
In the building.
If I were a girl, Miami, I'd be all over you, my friend.
Oh man, I hear you.
but
We're on break right
you
now.
do nothing for me right now. Miami boss, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Dude, I am fantastic, bro. Fantastic. Woke up today a little late because I played cash games until 5 o'clock in the morning.
Uh-huh.
Did pretty well last night, and then I woke up, came to this tournament late, doubled up my first hand.
Nice.
And now I got like 70. I got like I think I have 75, 80K now. I played one level. Played
Wow.
Hour. I just got in about an hour and a half ago, actually. So maybe 2 levels.
Got
I don't
it.
even know the structure of this thing. Somebody's like, "You playing this thing today?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm playing." So I came in. Love the table too. Tournament's great.
Awesome.
Yeah. How we doing?
Oh, doing well. Doing well, my
Fantastic.
friend. Now I got to ask you something though. But you are the Miami boss, and I know you have, the Boston New England heritage. But how do you get away with wearing New England Patriots jersey and Boston Red Sox hat in Miami territory? How do you do this?
That's how you do it, man. You just do it. You just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah. That's how we rep. I love the Miami teams too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But Boston's. I love the Boston teams, bro. We're like I think we're the best sports city. We got all the championships, so and I've always been. I was a Patriots fan. I used to go to the Patriots games when at the old Foxborough Stadium.
Oh, that place
it
was
in
a heaping
bleachers.
junk, yeah.
It was the worst stadium ever. I would go there. I would even go to preseason games when we were bad, like with Drew Bledsoe and Troy Brown. Like we were just that's all we had on the whole team. It was just awful. But yeah, bro. Die Hard. Yeah.
Looking good. So,
thanks, buddy.
So what is the big key to being a Miami boss? I
Bro.
mean, how do you build that lifestyle?
You just wake up. Play poker all day, party all night. Hang out with beautiful women. That's what happens. The amazing eyebrows definitely help.
Yeah, you're all right on that.
All right, I got the best eyebrows in Miami, bro.
See, I have great eyelashes. The chicks
Eyelashes.
dig that.
The chicks do like anything on the face, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's all about.
You were, by the way, now I remember on Facebook, didn't you take a picture of you and a pro athlete playing poker? If I remember correctly.
Recently? Yeah. Yeah.
Who was that and what was going on with that?
That was Westbrook.
Yeah.
From OKC. I know. I shouldn't have blown it up, but I didn't even take the picture. Somebody else took the picture at the table, and then I ripped it off him. I gave him photo credit and everything like that, but man, I hope he doesn't get mad, bro, because we want him to come back. He was a nice guy, dude. Super nice guy. I had a couple guys that posted it, because I wasn't even going to post it, because I'm not even about that. Like, I play with celebrities, NFL guys all the time, and they don't like to blow that shit up, especially during the season, because, how many people listen to this show?
A few.
All right, because I don't want to blow him up, dude, but, yeah, it was pretty cool, though. The guy's a super nice guy.
Well, that's pretty neat. Well,
Yeah.
that's part of the fun of being the Miami
I know,
boss.
and then Poker News, they took the picture off there, too. It was like, whoa. Then it was everywhere. I was like, oh, shit. But, it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll probably see some celebrities coming down here for this main event, too.
Oh, dude, for sure. We got 2 right here, so,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you need, really.
That's all we need, bro. 2 was a party right there.
Yeah.
3's a crowd.
Yeah, poor Kelly Kellner, who's on the line. You're out, Kelly. Tough break.
Sorry, Kelly.
You are screwed, my friend. Well, Dan. Obviously, off to a good start here. But I know the one that you really want is that main event. That
Oh my
would
God.
be the.
I want a WPT so bad,
Oh.
man. I almost got it again in Montreal. I just got 22nd in Montreal like 3 months ago, man. Brutal. I had no cards the whole time. I'm not even joking. I had aces once in 2 days. 3 days. And literally, it was a missed deal. I had aces, and it was a missed deal. It was so sick.
Wow.
So sick. I had Jared Jaffrey on my left the whole, 2 days. Kid played great. I know him from a long time. He's a great player. He's on my left. He's one of the guys you don't want to have to your left, man. But the guy just opens every hand, plays great, doesn't make too many mistakes, and he ended up winning it. But he actually knocked me out, too. But, yeah, the kid played good. And he deserves it,
You two, he's like a stretched out you.
Stretch out me?
Yeah, kind of pump you up a little bit. Give you another 6 or 7
his
inches.
Run good, man. The kid plays great. But
Oh, he's something right now.
Woo.
He is hot. He's on fire.
Yeah, he is. Is this webcam too, right?
Yeah.
You're getting the whole view, right?
Yeah.
The voice and this is like a 3D movie, bro.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, this is awesome.
You're probably flipping everybody out with those shades.
Right? I wonder how they look. I look great. I know that.
Yeah, look at that. They're all shiny and stuff. It's pretty good.
Fantastic. Is this 3D too? Is this HD?
Yeah.
Wow. Perfect. Well, you guys are real lucky out there.
All right. Well, before I let you go, we gotta now. This is going to be the revenge bet because, of course, Manu Ginobili screwed me.
That was awesome.
Against in the NBA Finals a couple years ago, where I was forced to do 25 push-ups, and you guys just made me laugh. I couldn't even do them.
I felt really bad too. I felt really bad in the corner laughing. The sick part was, remember when they had the trophies out there? They had the trophies out there for the Spurs. And they had to put them back. They had to bring them back in. That was awesome. That was awesome. Then it was like Mark literally had his push-ups, like he didn't have to do them, and then because I was gonna have to do them.
Yeah.
And then they literally took his push-ups and brought him into his life.
It was horrible.
It was awesome.
So what is our bet this year? Because we've already agreed. You've got New England. I've got Seattle.
Oh,
in the Super
for
Bowl.
sure.
So what are
you take New England, bro?
What terms? What terms are we doing? Are we going for the revenge on this with the push-ups or?
Can you do 25 now?
Yeah, I can still do them.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do jumping jacks.
Oh my God.
How would you like to do 50 jumping jacks on camera to the loser?
I don't think anybody wants to see us do jumping jacks.
Well, I know, but that would be kind of funny though.
What else could we think of?
I don't know. What do we got?
I have no idea. I really haven't put too much thought into this because I just been hanging out with beautiful women and eating amazing dinners recently. So I don't know. What do you think? I guess we could do push-ups again. Push-ups are fun.
Okay.
What else is there?
Oh God, push-ups, sit-ups.
I like
the jumping jacks idea though, because I think the jumping jacks would be pretty damn funny.
I hate jumping jacks.
I know, that's the point.
Why don't you guys do squats like Mike McDonald
Squats?
did at the PCA?
Oh no. Oh, burpees? Oh, that'd be worse.
Oh my God! What about
squats?
Like you never played football back in the day where you would stick your legs up in the air and then put them back down?
Oh yeah,
up downs.
Al has got a Go Seahawks sign in there. Oh, he's on my side.
Al.
He's on my side.
I got a nice little wager on the Patriots too. Actually, I don't bet on sports at all, but I put a nice little wager on with my friend, a little friendly bet. I'm pretty excited over here. So with no juice and it was a pick'em, so it's like the perfect storm kind of.
Oh yeah,
like throw in a nice little bet in there.
That's all right.
Yeah, let's do push-ups. I think that's the American.
Okay,
I think that's the American pastime.
Okay.
Like Marine. When you think of Marines, you think of push-ups.
Yeah.
You don't think of jumping jacks.
That's
it's
true.
not that manly.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're men here.
All right.
We like
Is 25 still the number, or you want to?
I think 25 is the maximum amount. Yeah, we don't want
Do you want to just do 20? Do you want 20?
I think 20 is good because I think
Okay.
anything over 25, we're gonna have to have an EMT available, like in the vicinity.
That
just
is a
in case.
possibility.
So that costs a lot of money to have an EMT like on call. So.
All right. So there it is.
All right.
20 push-ups on the Super Bowl.
20 push-ups in the Super Bowl, and you definitely going to. Yeah, you're gonna be doing another 20, buddy. So you better start.
I'm just
don't eat before you go to bed.
I'm waiting for beast mode.
Oh man, how do you go? I want headphones, man. This is messed up.
I know my headphones are something happened to my one pair, so I've got to get a new one here shortly.
Man,
but you're all right.
All right, yeah. At least
it's not messing up your hat and your do and
exactly.
everything.
Dude, look at this haircut, bro. You see the line in there, bro? That's the swagger line. I don't know.
Nice.
Can you see it?
There you go.
Yeah,
that's
swagger right there, ladies. You thought you guys didn't think I had hair under there? Think again.
Let's get some masseuses tonight.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I know you could get like 7 of them in a heartbeat, so just spare me one. That's all I ask.
Bro, you
well,
married,
I prefer
bro.
2.
You're married.
My wife will be cheering me on.
All
it's
right.
all good.
That's good. Everybody needs cheerleaders, Oh my God, I love cheerleaders.
Look at this guy. He's something else.
Bro, this is Miami the best, though, bro. Don't you love it down here?
It's pretty nice.
You're so much more happy here than you are in Vegas. I'll tell you that right now.
You think so?
Yeah. I think so.
That's interesting.
Actually, you know what? You do love the World Series, though. You know what I'm saying?
I do love the World Series.
I do. I love the World Series, too. There's nothing like the World Series, but...
what do you think of new payouts, by the way? I guess I should ask you about that on the main event.
I saw they're not doing the $10 million guarantee now or something.
Yeah, they're paying the top 1,000. Paying top 1,000 and guaranteed everybody on the final table $1 million.
I don't like it.
Don't like it?
No, I don't like it. It changes the whole, first of all, everybody likes to see that big. What's first going to be now? Like $5 million?
No, although we did the press release, it showed what it would have been last year if they used this pay structure, and it was around $8 million.
Okay, so they took
so min cash was around 15 or 16. It would be this year. So
I don't love it.
Yeah.
It's going to change, the tournament a little bit more, depending, especially if they're going to pay 1,000 players. What happens if they only get, 5,500 players?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like,
It's going to be interesting. I mean, the World Series making a move on that, and responding to a lot of people not liking the $10 million at the top. So, they're going to give it a shot and see.
So
what
last year was $10 million, right?
Last year was the $10 million for first.
Okay. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. So I'm like in the middle. I'd like to just get there. Get me that final table.
Just
I'm not gonna have any
it.
problems. Yeah.
Yeah, just win it.
For
then who
sure.
gives a shit, right?
Or like a Mark Newhouse and get 9th and 9th, I think, right? Like.
I had one of my co-hosts had suggested 9th place in the main event is now called the Newhouse.
If he does it this year, I think he can get it to Newhouse. I don't know. I guess Doyle Brunson had played 10 deuce and he won it back to back, right? So I guess you can call it the Mark Newhouse.
The Newhouse spot.
The Newhouse spot.
I don't know. I don't know if Mark would like that or though. I got to ask him sometime. I'll have to have him on the show.
Right. How's everything going with you, bro? What's all about me?
Man, I'll tell you what, a lot going on.
Yeah.
Man,
Fantastic.
Coming down here, traveling all over the place.
You've been all over, bro. You've been in the Bahamas. You've been traveling more than me, bro.
It's kind of nuts, isn't it?
Yeah. I haven't gone anywhere besides Montreal. I've been just chilling. I get on the road, bro.
Well, see, but you have a life as opposed to me. I got the family back home, but but you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars playing poker every year.
Can we make a little splash here? Oh my god, right?
Yeah, let's do it. I think Miami Boss ought to be my backer.
Here.
Nice.
Get some chocolates. That's why I don't leave, bro. That's why the chocolates, baby. It's all about the chocolates.
Oh.
Nice little.
I'll take one of the vanillas there. I mean, vanilla. The
nice
vanilla
little
peach butter pecan, whatever that is. I'm good with that. Pineapple.
I really do. This is like one of my favorite places with these chips. I really do because they have chocolate. Dude, who doesn't like vanilla and chocolate?
Yeah.
It's like a frozen yogurt. Take a vanilla, a little chocolate in there, put a little froyo. Let's go, baby.
Oh, they're so
That's
sexy.
How we do it. That's just walking around money, by the way.
Oh, I love the Miami Boss. You
you
should be my
become a
backer.
boss, bro.
I can be Vegas Boss or something like that.
No, there is a Vegas Boss already.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
the guy that owns Girls Direct to Your Room.
Oh,
That's my buddy. He's the man. That's the Vegas Boss right there.
Wait, you know that guy?
I know that
the guy that has the phone number. It's like what 6969696.
Scary that you know that number, but
dude, I live in Vegas. I see that damn truck driving around every
Girls
day.
Direct to You, yes. He plays poker, man.
Really?
He plays poker, yeah.
I got to meet that guy. I got to get him on the show.
Vegas Boss, baby. That's we titled him Vegas Boss a while ago. But you could be like a radio boss. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Radio boss.
I'm down with that.
I like that.
I'm down with that.
Are
you grooming me? Is this what you're telling me?
I am grooming you. You're my protege.
Wow,
right now.
I have officially become
We can knight you and everything. We do like a ritual with ceremony at like a strip club, and we'll have like a couple of strippers. We can do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is a score for me right here.
This is the most fun I've had on break in months.
Not bad.
It's fantastic.
Oh God.
So is this the radio show in LA or is this just the web?
This is the web one.
Okay. All right.
The world sees it though. It's all good.
Yeah, no, this is perfect for me. I love being on camera, man. I would like to start doing a little more commentating here and there. I'm surprised I haven't got a little shot, because I think I'm fantastic.
We're working on it, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, we're working on it.
What about that American poker thing that you had the host on, and I commented on your Facebook. I'm like, how did I not get invited on that show? It was in my backyard too. I did not get invited into that show. You believe?
Oh, Poker Night in America.
Poker Night in America, yeah. Who is? I don't know.
I will work on that for you.
I'm the most
There's a
entertaining player
taping in Philadelphia.
for sure.
I'll tell you what. If you're willing to come up to Philadelphia, I will see what I can do for you on that.
I don't know if I want to come to Philly. Was there any better locations, or when are they going to film one here?
They were just down here a while
I know.
ago.
I would have done it. I did not get invited, so I was kind of a little disappointed in that. It was like, most entertaining player in poker right now, and I live in Miami, and they don't even call me.
Well,
who's on the ball on that?
I will. All right. I will send an email today.
Fantastic.
I will send the email today. We will get it worked out to get you on Poker Night in America.
I'm a cash game player.
I know you are.
I'm
You're
fantastic. I'll straddle, restraddle. I am fantastic.
So just remember there is a fee for my work.
You got it.
All right, because I should be playing that 150 at least.
The 150?
Yeah.
I'll buy a piece.
Buy a piece. Now I won't be able to play anything down here. But we'll hang out.
Yeah.
We'll hang out.
You have to be here, so how are you going to
play
there,
that's the problem. I got to
work.
work.
Who is going to let the masses know about the players? You know what I'm saying? You are a voice, radio boss.
Well, thank you.
And we got a minute left.
Yeah, so you got to go play.
Dude, I'm crushing right now. I think I've lost one hand.
Well, keep that up.
Yeah.
I want to see you at the end, buddy.
Let's go,
get
baby.
it done.
Come on, I want that trophy over there, little. I'm gonna take that light home too.
Yeah, there you
The
go.
Trophy.
I'll help you steal it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Thanks for having me on. I love it.
You got it. I'll see you soon. We'll catch up later tonight. Miami Boss, everybody. Oh, man, I'll tell you, that guy's something else. Kelly Kellner, isn't the Miami Boss amazing?
He is something. He is just a real great role model for poker players out there in the world, isn't he, Marco?
Oh, he's a blast. And you know, all the bluster and everything and all the great stuff that he does and the lifestyle. But deep down, he is a fantastic guy to be around. I love that guy. Really do.
You two make a nice couple, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I guess I'm his protege now, too.
There you go.
You can teach me to play a little.
You're really making great strides, great leaps there, buddy. You're on the roll.
It never stops on the Mark Hoke Show. That's why you have to listen to this every day. We're on.
You can't miss out. You can't miss out because you learn so much. You know. I think that's just basically a plug right in. I got to go back to the GoPro live Mark Hoke life web stream.
All right, we'll work on that.
But here's what I want to watch. I want to watch you and Miami Boss go out and hanging out with some cheerleaders in Miami on the beach, and that to me would be very entertaining.
I think that would be a good show as well. I'm down with it.
I'm with you there too.
Well, it's 4:30, so I mean, I pretty much have to wrap this thing up. So we're gonna have to talk about the American Poker Awards on tomorrow's show. I think I know we hyped it a little bit, but we'll break all those down for you. I think tomorrow. Of course, we'll be back on at 3:00 Eastern time here on MarkHokeShow.com. But I got to eat. I haven't got to eat today yet. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. So
yeah, you look like you've missed a couple of meals there, Mark.
You know what? Be nice.
I love you, buddy. I love you. Just wait till I get you on this Purium Health products. I'm gonna just help you lose 50 pounds. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna start the Skinny Bastards Club, and you're gonna be the charter member.
Oh, I don't know if I'll get to Skinny Bastard, but as long as I get back to reasonably cute again,
okay,
I'm good with that.
Okay.
All right, so that is going to do it for us here on the Mark Hoke Show. I want to thank Kelly Kellner from Canadian Poker Tour for sitting in. Do appreciate it, Kelly. Thank you.
Anytime, buddy.
All right, and we will see you guys tomorrow once again back on the air at 3:00 Eastern time. I want to thank Alan Beeler, the Miami Boss, and Al Can Hang for stopping in on the show. Do appreciate it. We'll catch you guys tomorrow here live from the Seminole Hard Rock WPT Lucky Hearts Poker Open. Thanks for joining us.